Hi everyone, this is Fan. Today we're making cheese. I got this vegan cheese recipe probably about 2-3 years ago from a wonderful blog called Lands and Flavors. And since then, I've been making this cheese on a regular basis. And the reason I love about it is that it's extremely easy to make, but also packed with flavors. So today I'm going to show you how to make it, and I'll also include a link to the blog in the description so you can go and check it out yourself. So ingredients are extremely simple. You need some almonds, 160 grams, and a cup of lemons, depends on the size, and some garlic, good olive oil, and some salt. Equipment wise, you need a food processor, a small colander, something like this, and a bowl underneath, just big enough that it can catch the water that comes off the colander, and a piece of cheesecloth. So to make the cheese, you need to soak the almonds overnight. All you have to do is just pour in some water in a big bowl and then cover it with a piece of cling film and leave it overnight. So I've got some here I have soaked since last night, so it looks something like this. Now I'm going to drain the water and we're ready. So I got the soaked almond drained. Here, I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice. So we need 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So depends on the size of a lemon. I'm going to cut 2 of them now and squeeze them. 1.5 lemons should give you 2.5 tablespoons. That should do it. And we also need some garlic. The amount of garlic you add in this recipe is up to you. I think the original recipe is only half a clove, but I love my garlic. I normally put about 2 cloves, depends on the size of the garlic. So these 2 cloves should do. So before we start blending the ingredients together, we want to prepare the colander. So what you want to do is to put the bowl at the bottom, and then on top of it, you rest the colander on top. Just make sure that whatever containers you use, you have enough space underneath to catch the water. And then on top of it, we want to line the cheesecloth. So just line it around the bowl like this. Okay, so now we're ready to blend the ingredients. So I'm going to put the almond in there. So it's 160 grams of soaked almond. In there we're going to add in the lemon juice. So we need 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So the 2 lemons, just about giving me that amount. And then we need 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So use the best olive oil you can get a hold of. It really makes a difference with the flavor. So that's 3 tablespoons. We're also going to pop the 2 cloves of garlic in there. And on top of this, we need just over 1 teaspoon of salt. And finally, we need to add some water. So we need 160 ml of water. So I would add in probably about 100 ml to start with, and then add it as I go along. So I'm saving some. Okay, so we're ready to blitz it. You want to blitz it as smooth as possible, and in between you want to check a couple of times, and you want to scrape off bits around the side. Just incorporate everything and just make sure everything's blended in smoothly. So I think it's ready. I'm gonna have a look. It's looking quite smooth to me. So now I'm going to transfer the mixture to the colander. So I've got my lined colander here, and I'm going to transfer the mixture into the colander. So in between, if you feel it needs a bit more water, please add more if you need to. But you want to keep the consistency quite cheesy, if you know what I mean. You don't want it to get too runny. Okay? So what you want to do now is to cover it with a piece of cling film and then leave in the fridge. overnight. So what I've got here is what I prepared last night. This has been in the fridge overnight. So it looks something like this. So you can see it's a lot more set and it's ready to be baked. So you want to line up a baking tray with tin foil, and we're going to just grease it slightly. And then we're going to try to tip this over to the baking tray. So I'm going to just lift it very carefully. And then transfer it to the tray. It doesn't matter if it's not quite center. So we're going to bake this in the preheat oven. So you have two options. If you like your cheese creamier, then you can bake in a lower temperature for about 25 to 30 minutes. I personally like it crumbly and also slightly firmer texture. So I'm going to bake in a higher temperature for about 40 minutes. And I include all the details in the description. So it's been 40 minutes. I'm going to take the cheese out of the oven. It looks absolutely amazing. If you bake this in lower temperature, it will look paler. But I absolutely love this look. It looks like baked bread. It looks so delicious. So what you want to do is leave it to chill for a little bit and eat it. But I really can't wait, so I'm going to try it now. So I transferred it to a chopping board, so it's easier to cut. And I've got some bread here that I can eat with. So I'm going to cut it open here, and like this, give it a slice here. It's really crumbly, so it might just fall apart. I'll show you what it's like. It's almost bread-like, but it's actually cheese. So I'm going to try a piece here. I mean, it smells amazing. It's garlicky, it's aromatic. This is so nice. I went for the crumbly texture. So if you prefer the creamy one, you can just bake it in a shorter time and lower temperature. But this is the way I like it. So once the cheese is chilled, you can wrap it with cling film, keep it airtight, and put it in the fridge. And it will firm up slightly when it's chilled, and it actually tastes better because all the flavors will mingle together. So it's absolutely delicious and extremely easy. Please try it at home. Hope you liked the video. See you next time.